So it is the middle of my first day of orientation. I did about an hour and a half of orientation this morning, and I'm going to go back in just over an hour for the second portion, which is the health orientation. So what happened on our first day, this was just our first day, so what happened is we got there at 8:30, it was very early in the morning, and we met in the lobby of our occupational therapy building. And when we got there, we just signed in, got a name tag, got a folder with some information in it, and then we could get juice or coffee, and we just you could have mingled in the lobby, but really nobody did. Everybody just went into a main classroom. We just picked a seat and basically hung out with the people that were around us in our direct vicinity for a while. There really wasn't a lot of mingling between people, I think partially just because everyone was seated, and so it's not like you were standing up and walking to the other side of the room to introduce yourself. Basically, you just spoke to the people that were in your direct area. And that happened for about 20 minutes. After that, we had the associate director. He came up and he just gave like a really short welcome speech, just like, welcome to the program, and just explained that over the next couple days we're going to have a lot of information coming at us. Then we had the doctor that's the main doctor for our school and who really handles the majority of any health cases that or any health problems that we might have. She came and she spoke to us just briefly about how to make appointments and just basic information pertaining to our healthcare plans. Then after her, we had the psychologist that works with the whole school. She came up and gave a little speech as well. So it was a very short, just a very brief overview to introduce us, and then we went down and we took pictures for our ID and we were dismissed. So that's all we did this morning. So I just got back from the second part of my first day of orientation. I went to my health orientation, which I thought would be a lot of information about kind of how our health plan works and that sort of thing, but really it ended up just being a drug test and a TB test, and they were super efficient. We pretty much went in there, they were like, you need to sign here, sign here, sign here, pull this off, put this in your mouth for 3 minutes, put it in this like solution, and then go in here and get your TB test. They were really on the ball and fast, a little bit too fast in my opinion, for what I prefer personally, but I got a free thermometer from it, so I guess that's cool. And now I'm done. The first day of orientation is over. The only interesting thing that happened is on the way to my health orientation, I walked onto the street where our student health building is, and there were like 3 fire trucks lined up on the street, all these like firemen walking around, and a bunch of people on the sidewalk just kind of milling around. Luckily, I found a group of OT students who were also going to orientation. Apparently there had been a fire in the building that we were headed into, so the firemen were just clearing it and making sure it was all okay and everyone was safe, but it was a bit unexpected.